It is Saturday, February 28th, 2026. Today I didn't write a script. I am winging it. We went to my sister and I, my youngest sister and I went to a screen printing operation in North Minneapolis today. It was super rad. It was a lot of volunteers. I think they do a larger like commercial screen printing um, gig there during the week, but on the weekends for at least the past 5 or 6 weeks, it's been all volunteers, and they've got, I want to say, they had like 15 different patterns to print on T-shirts, and you chose whether you're doing it in light or dark, or some of them had like different colors that they would do on them as well. But it was bring your own stuff, drop it off, get it screen printed, and it was pretty cool. I ended up getting a T-shirt, a long sleeve T-shirt that I had tie-dyed several years ago, with a loon and pink lady slipper with ice out on there. I think white print might have worked a little better, but oh well, it's still rad. And the thumbnail I put on here was one that my sister dropped off, another tie dye that we did because we're big on tie dye in our family. And there were a few more. It was cool. There was probably about a dozen volunteers working full time inside, and a lot of folks like me and my sister just dropping things off and then sitting in the hallway for a while, waiting for them to get done. And it took, I don't know, 15 minutes to an hour, depending on how many other people were in line for each of the designs. But definitely just a very cool show of community support, a show of continued resistance. I think everybody in there, even though we're watching the numbers wind down, trying to make sense of exactly what next week and next month might look like for us. It was very cool to see the community still showing up. A lot of kids, and in particular, one of the people who I knew from my volunteering by the school. One of the first people I saw on the street corners there when I was looking when we first saw ICE show up near Aquila Elementary was there also picking up a shirt. I think she had she had a very cute jean jacket where she had a print done on the back. So yeah, um, not too much crazy going on. We're still seeing a lot of activity here. It is very cool with the community pretty activated and being on watch. We're not just seeing ICE activity. We're kind of getting a community lens on any sort of government law enforcement activity that's going down. I think it's good to have a view on that. One of the things that we saw that did involve federal agents this last week was a coordinated arrest of, I think, 8 different people who were involved in the church protest where the director of the St. Paul ICE organization is a pastor. That one made big news, and I think the media wants to keep that as big news because it's probably the anti-activism headline that's made the most ripples. But I think they arrested like 8 people. I want to say Wednesday morning at about 5 a.m. One of which was about 10 blocks from my house, about 2 blocks from another friend of mine's house. All those people, I think, were not charged with anything and were released by noon or shortly thereafter. But yeah, I mean, the intimidation is still very much occurring. Whether it's effective or not is another thing. But yeah, it's nice to have a weekend, breathing a little bit, getting some sleep. We'll be out by the schools again next week. And as much as I think the topic of like what is the exit condition looks like, I think we're more hearing the topic of what are they doing next and how can we help prepare those people who need to be prepared.